Legend Mick Foley, and you are watching C-RadTV here, right here on YouTube. Have a nice day.
This is Cody Diener, and you are watching C-RadTV on YouTube. And just like Cody Diener, C-RadTV lives by two simple words. Just give her, yeah.
How's it going, guys? It's Rad C on a WWE Elimination Chamber 2019 review. Let's just go ahead and let's just get right into it. So we start off Elimination Chamber with a pre-show match for the Cruiserweight title. The match I figured would be the pre-show match, because it seems the Cruiserweight title is always on the pre-show. But yeah, either way, Buddy Murphy is defending the title against Akira Tozawa. It's a pre-show match, so I don't care for it. Not going to spend much time on it. So we'll cut right to the end. Match ending. Buddy hits Murphy's wall on Akira Tozawa. Buddy Murphy gets the 3 count for the win. Was there a doubt? Like, honestly, the Cruiserweight title match is just a bathroom break match, or just a chance, to go to concession stands or go to the merch table, you name it. But yeah, so yeah, to this match, thanks for playing. Now let's get to the main card and look at some matches that actually matter. So the first matchup we have to open the show is the first Elimination Chamber match. This one is for the Women's Tag Team Championships. We have Bayley and Sasha Banks, the Boston Hug Connection, against Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, against Fabulous Glow, Carmella and Naomi, against Nia Jax and Tamina, there we go, against the Riot Squad with Morgan and Sarah Logan, and against the Iconics, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. So for this match, it was, as we saw on Raw and SmackDown last week, Bayley and Sasha, along with Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, will be starting the match. So, a couple highlights in this match. Sasha's knee drop looked good. Entry number 3 comes into the match. It's the Riot Squad. No highlights and no that from there on. Oh, by the way, I forgot to announce the rules. So for the rules, every 5 minutes, we start off with 2 teams in the ring. Every 5 minutes, another team will be released from their pods. This cycle continues until all 6 teams have participated in the match. And eliminations occur by pinfall or submission. So yeah, nothing happened after the Riot Squad came in. Entry number 4, the Iconics, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce get entered into the match. No highlights and note after. Team number 5 to come in is Fabulous Glow, Carmella and Naomi. Some highlights, there were some highlights here. Naomi's diving crossbody looked good too, along with Carmella's double muckle buster in the corner. Same deal with Naomi's double muckle buster looked good too, along with Carmella's super kick. Iconics would then, Billie and Payne would then roll up Naomi and Carmella to get the 3 count and eliminate the Fabulous Glow. And this is right before the 6th and final team to enter the match, Nia Jax and Tamina, come in. This is disappointing that we didn't get to see all 6 teams competing in the match at the same time at one point. Disappointing. Both women's matches, we have yet to see that. So yeah. Then Nia and Tamina go on a tear. They then go on and eliminate the Iconics. Then Nia and Tamina go on and eliminate the Riot Squad. Nia then goes to run at Bayley, but Bayley sidesteps Nia, and Nia goes through a chamber pod. Everyone left the match then goes and gains up on Tamina. Everyone hits their finisher on Tamina, so Tamina gets buried. And they eliminate Tamina and Nia from the match with a 3 count. Which leads our final 2 teams, which are the 2 teams that started the match. Mandy and Sonya versus Bayley and Sasha. So a few more highlights. Sasha's double meteor looked good along. But a key point in the match, Rose and Sonya would put Bayley through another chamber pod. Mandy would then hit the face first slam. That would only get a 2 count, so once again we have wrestler kicks out a finisher like it's your normal body map slam cliche. So then Sasha goes, she then counters and locks in the bank statement on Sonya Deville. Sasha gets the tap out win, so Bayley and Sasha are your new Women's Tag Team Champions. I think it was set in stone that it was going to be Bayley and Sasha winning the Women's Tag titles. Like, they were the first ones to tease the titles coming. So I think, the stones are perfectly in place for it. But hey, congrats to Bayley and Sasha, well deserved. Maybe now, Sasha, can you actually have a successful title defense for once. We'll have to wait and see, though. So next matchup we have is for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. We have the team of Miz and Shane McMahon versus Jimmy and Jay the Usos. Yes, Jimmy made bail after he got arrested in Detroit for being an idiot and wanting to fight a cop. Don't worry, we're going to revisit that situation in a little bit. But continuing on, highlights of the match. Both the Usos' 2 super kicks to Miz to start the match were pretty well done. Miz's neckbreaker looked good along with Shane's running, spinning elbow, whatever you want to call it. Miz's running boot looked good too. I mean, it's the Miz. Jimmy's leg sweep was, man, I'm not sure what that was. Call it a botch if you want, I guess. Jay's running clothesline in the corner looked good along with Shane's back body drop. Shane's coast to coast looked good. Jay would hit a super kick on Shane followed by an Uso splash. But Miz would come in to break up the pin at 2. Miz's diving axe handle looked good along with Jimmy's Samoan drop and Jimmy's super kick. Shane would then hit an elbow drop on Jay Uso through the English announce table. Yeah, it's shocking. They're now destroying the English announce table first, not the Spanish or the Germans. Because usually every time they smash an announce table, it's usually the Spanish table or now the Germans. And I guess they're getting pissed off about having their table always destroyed. But hey, they'll probably just... But the English one will just rebuild easily. But to the match ending inside the ring. Miz will then go, he hit the skull-crushing finale on Jimmy Uso. But then Jimmy would go and immediately roll up Miz with a crucifix. And Jimmy Uso, who's fresh out of jail, after getting arrested, Jimmy goes and gets the 3 count for the win. Like, what? And the Usos are now your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. What? Even with Jimmy getting arrested, you still put the titles on him? Let's be real, the one reason they're putting the titles on the Usos is because their contracts are coming up. And they're hoping that by putting the titles on the Usos, that they will re-sign and sign extension. But it's like, come on, really? We're gonna reward bad behavior now? You gotta be kidding me. Like, the most McMahon thing they could have done in this situation, they did. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. Any other sport, any other real sport, UFC, boxing, football, baseball, hockey, basketball, soccer, you name it, any other real sports league, if a star athlete got arrested for trying to fight a cop in a certain city, that would be an automatic suspension. But WWE, let's be real, they're not a real company, they're a gong show. Jimmy somehow is not getting suspended for wanting to fight a police officer. As the story was, Jimmy and Naomi were drinking at the bar in Detroit. They both get in the car, Naomi was driving, she goes down the wrong way on a one-way street. Cops pull her over. When the cops come to talk to Naomi, the smell of alcohol was strong in the car. They didn't tell Naomi to step out of the car and tell Jimmy to stay in, but Jimmy got pissed. And then Jimmy got out of the car and took his shirt off and then wanted to fight the cop. And then that's how Jimmy got arrested. It makes you wonder why. No wonder people laugh at this company. It's like, we're going to reward bad behavior. Like, remember when someone fucks up this massively and then they punish them badly? Those were some good days. Like, WWE's zero tolerance and discipline is so goddamn inconsistent. Like, the policy is so fucking broken. But yeah, moving on. So next up, we get a 2-on-1 handicap match for the Intercontinental Championship. We have Bobby Lashley defending with Lio Rush against Finn Balor. Highlights of the match: Bobby's belly to back slam looked good. Finn's 2 enziguris looked good too. The second one was to counter a powerbomb. Bobby's double leg takedown into the barricade looked pretty good too. Finn's double leg followed by a stomp. Very well done, along with a sling blade as missile drop kick. Match ending. Finn hits the coup de grace on Lio Rush. Finn gets the 3 count for the win. Like, not much happened in this match. But after the match, Bobby Lashley then gets in the ring. He then attacks his own partner, Lio Rush, for post-match assault. Then Bobby goes, hits the spine buster on Lio Rush. And no, Michael Cole, it's a spine buster, not a choke slam, you dumbass. Learn your moves right. But yeah, so the Bobby Lashley-Lio Rush partnership is over. Guess this means that Lio Rush is turning babyface. Will he stay on the main roster? Will he go back to the Cruiserweight division? All that and much more will be answered on Raw this Monday. But yeah, I'm surprised they put the title on Finn Balor. I thought they were going to have Finn chase the title with him ultimately winning it at WrestleMania. But yeah, hey, congrats to Finn, though. Well deserved. About time they put a title on him at least. So next up, our next matchup is for the Raw Women's Championship. We have Ronda Rousey defending against the leader of the Riot Squad, Ruby Riott, with Charlotte Flair watching at ringside. So, highlights of the match, because this was a quick match. Ronda's 3 judo tosses look good, along with her Piper's Pit. Ronda locks in the armbar, gets the tap-out victory, so Ronda pretty much squashed Ruby Riott. So, this match had very little build-up, so I think it was going to be a disappointment anyway. But Ronda Rousey gets another easy win. But then after the match, this is when things get interesting. So after the match, Charlotte Flair gets in the ring. Charlotte and Ronda then go face to face. Then all of a sudden, Becky Lynch starts to walk through the crowd and shows up with crutches in hand. Becky then gets in the ring. She stumbles getting into the ring. Charlotte laughs. Then Becky grabs one of her crutches and strikes Charlotte with it, attacking her for post-match assault. Ronda then grabs the other crutch and then joins in the attack Charlotte. Then once Ronda gets Charlotte out of the ring, Becky goes and then attacks Charlotte with the crutch. And then Becky would continue attacking with her Ronda with it until security comes out and escorts Becky Lynch out of the ring and out of the building. So Becky Lynch just pretty much told Vince McMahon, take your 60-day policy and shove it up your ass, because I'm still here, be a bitch. Yeah, Becky Lynch is badass. Gets suspended, still shows up, no fucks given. We need people like Becky Lynch in this world. We need people like her. Don't be a snowflake. Be a Becky Lynch. But odds are, this is more than likely now going to officially set up the triple threat at WrestleMania. Unless they're going to have storyline-wise, Vince McMahon extend the suspension to a 120-day suspension. We're going to have to wait and see how this unfolds on Raw. So next matchup we have is a no disqualification match. It is Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin. So highlights of the match. Baron's kendo stick strikes look good too. Braun would then take the kendo stick counter and then smash it in bits, showing that he doesn't need no kendo stick. He don't need no weapons. Some mass destruction. Baron's steel step strike looked pretty good too. I mean, it's Baron Corbin. Braun's boot looked very well done. Key point in the match, Braun would take Baron Corbin. He'd hit a running power slam on Baron through a table set up in the corner. Then Drew McIntyre's music hits. Drew McIntyre comes out with a chair. While Braun's looking at Drew as Drew's coming down the ramp, Bobby Lashley will then come out from the crowd. He grab a chair and then he attack Braun Strowman with it. Drew McIntyre then comes in and attacks Braun with the chair. Baron then grabs another chair and joins in too. And keep in mind, this is a no disqualification match, so all of this is legal. Bobby then goes, he hits the spear on Braun Strowman. Drew McIntyre goes and then hits the Claymore on Braun Strowman. Then all three of them do a triple powerbomb on the Braun Strowman off of the steel steps through 2 tables. Not 1 table, 2 tables might I add. And a triple powerbomb looked a lot like the Shield powerbomb. But either way, they hit the bomb on Strowman. Strowman goes through the 2 tables. Baron gets the 3 count for the win. So yeah, I did say Baron was not going to win this match clean. It was going to not be a clean finish. I called it. I called it because this feud's supposed to be going till WrestleMania. So yeah, I called it. Hey, sometimes I know what I'm talking about. So now we get to our main event for the WWE Championship inside the Elimination Chamber. We have Daniel Bryan defending that ugly-ass title belt against AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, and Kofi Kingston. So, of course, as Daniel Bryan's coming out, Eric Rowan then gets told he has to go back to the backstage area because he's been barred from ringside. But yeah, for this match, Daniel Bryan and Samoa Joe are the two to start the match. Well, I think we all knew Daniel Bryan was going to start the match. I honestly thought it was going to be Daniel and AJ Styles to start. Was shocked that was Samoa Joe. But hey, so Daniel and Joe start. You know, their strikes look pretty good. Entry number 3 comes in the match. It's Kofi Kingston. By the way, the men's chamber rules, it's like the women's one. Same rules as the women's chamber match. So Kofi comes in. Kofi's diving crossbody looked good. Daniel's fickle kicks look good too. Entry number 4 comes into the match. It's AJ Styles. AJ's diving phenomenal forearm on the Daniel Bryan while Daniel's trying to climb the chamber wall. Very well done to get Daniel off there. AJ's fireman's on the Kofi's neck, right on the AJ's knee, was very well done. And then AJ and Kofi would both team up. They both take out Samoa Joe and eliminate Joe. So we only have 4 competitors in the ring, and we already have our first elimination. So then entry number 5 comes in. It's Jeff Hardy. Jeff's atomic leg drop looked good too, along with a swanton on the AJ while AJ was on the top turnbuckle. Daniel's fickle kicks again looked okay. I mean, it's Daniel. AJ's German suplex. Daniel would then go and hit the running knee on Jeff Hardy. Daniel will get the 3 count and eliminate Jeff Hardy from the match. So while AJ was still hung upside down on the corner, AJ would hit a German suplex on the Daniel Bryan, while Daniel was doing a superplex to Kofi Kingston. Very well done, I'll say. And then entry number 6 comes into the match. Randy Orton comes in. AJ tries to go for the phenomenal forearm, but Randy Orton would counter and hit an RKO out of nowhere on the AJ Styles. Randy gets the 3 count and eliminates AJ from the match. So then Randy's hanging DDT on the Kofi from the top rope looked well done. Daniel's missile dropkick looked good too. Kofi would then hit the Trouble in Paradise and would eliminate Randy Orton from the match. So that leaves us down to 2, Daniel and Kofi. So then Daniel's fickle kicks again look good. Kofi would hit the SOS, but that would only get a 2 count. Kofi would then botch a stomp. I'm not sure what the fuck that was supposed to be. It was an obvious botch. It was like so awkward. Daniel then goes and puts Kofi through a chamber pod. Daniel hits the running knee on Kofi, but Kofi kicks out at 2. So once again, we have wrestler kicks out at finisher like it's a normal move cliche. Kofi then goes and hits the Trouble in Paradise, and Daniel kicks out at 2. Kofi's step up enziguri was good too. So to our match ending, Kofi would go for a splash on the Daniel off the top of one of the pods. Daniel would roll out of the way, so Kofi would miss. Daniel would go and hit another running knee on the Kofi Kingston. It would be the 3rd running knee Daniel's hit in the match. So Daniel hits the knee. Daniel Bryan gets the 3 count for the win to retain the WWE title. And that's how we end Elimination Chamber. Yeah, well, I think it was obvious that we said that Daniel was going to retain, because Daniel's supposed to be entering WrestleMania as the WWE Champion. Who will Daniel face? That's still up in the air. I've heard a lot of different rumors. I've heard AJ, I've heard Samoa, I've heard Miz, a lot of different names. We're just going to have to wait and see. So Chamber, I mean, it was sort of disappointing. Like, both chamber matches are just disappointing. We didn't get to see all 6 competitors in the ring at the same time. At some point in the match, we didn't get to see that. The Raw in the match was very disappointing. And awarding the Usos the SmackDown tag titles after Jimmy decided to be a fucking idiot and get himself arrested. Just because their contracts are coming up, that's like poor discipline. Like, the zero tolerance policy is so inconsistent. So with all those factors into this, I'm going to say 4 out of 10 is my final rating for Elimination Chamber. I'll admit, though, it was a lot better than last year's shit show of a pay-per-view of Chamber last year. It was a hell of a lot better, I can say that, though. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Let's see how Raw turns out. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out.